best friend, how you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite Southern Psychic, Nene in the building. And today we got another readers, so go ahead, get your drinkity drink, go get your snackity snack, and let's get it popping. Now, boo, the topic of discussion today, people feel pulled into your vortex, and your energy is lovely, dark, and deep. And so this energy that I'm feeling here, this chapter, you've wrapped up an old karmic completion is what Spirit's showing me. And so through this new chapter of this self-discovery, I'm hearing you're tapping back into the shadow element of yourself that's been hidden for too long. And this part of yourself, it used to scare you. It's definitely feeling, I'm hearing lucid dreams. Maybe you were having some lucid dreams in regards to like monsters and things like that. And Spirit wants you to know that that's actually your shadow, right? And there was this fear that it would get out of control, right? And so you kind of like kept it locked up. And so now there's this energy of like learning how to befriend the monster within, okay? And so Spirit's saying, dare to be wild and untamed, because this new chapter of self-discovery that you're going through is going to require you to be more than you can ever fathom you could become, right? And so you're integrating this wild beast animalistic part of yourself into this new chapter, and it has a lot of people like looking at you a little bit different, okay? Because before, like I said, you were in fear of the shadow is definitely giving like Plutonian kind of energy, right? And so like you're making friends with this dark aspect of yourself. It's like dare to touch the hot stove is what I'm hearing. Okay, so definitely in, in mainstream society, a lot of times, they don't want you to say that thing. They don't want you to go and do that thing that is forbidden, right? And so you're representing like the forbidden fruit. And I feel this energy, like you're feeling called to bite into the forbidden fruit this season, okay, in self-discovery. All right, so definitely in regards to your self-love, I'm hearing like you're coming back to center with the self-worth energy and learning how to trust yourself finally, to not go off the rail or go off the deep end with this, okay? And so definitely I'm hearing this level of maturity, and I'm also hearing like stoicism. I'm hearing like it's just definitely giving this energy of like you were always misunderstood, right? And so now you're starting to finally understand yourself, and regardless if people understand you or not, or understand the path that you're taking, I'm hearing the path less traveled, okay? And so definitely it's like you're going into the forbidden woods, okay? And there's like this portal that's opening up for you, because not a lot of people have the courage and strength to sit there and face their shadow and become friends with it, right? Because a lot of times it's like, oh, don't say that thing, don't touch that hot stove, you're gonna get burned. And it's like you're touching the hot stove this season and realizing that it's like you were warned not to go there or to do that thing. I'm also hearing like religious wound as well. It could be, right, where it's like maybe there, for some of you guys, you could have grown up with a certain religion and it was like certain things were forbidden. And I'm definitely feeling like you're integrating the shadow part of yourself. Like I'm seeing the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder, and realizing that it's actually the same being. It's the same entity, right? Because we're all collectively one consciousness. Okay, so like there's this integration between the angel and shadow side, okay, that's happening with you. And boom. This is where your power begins. That's what I just heard. This is where your power begins. When you finally stop being afraid of being yourself, or to tap into this wild, untamed part of yourself, right? I'm also hearing adventure, this craving for adventure. And I'm hearing like to diversify your life is what I'm hearing, right? Where you get to experience new things because you're no longer letting fear hold you back, okay? And so now it's like people are feeling like drawn to you now because you're integrating the shadow part of yourself, right? And it's because of fascination. Like you have a lot of people who are currently like fascinated with what you're doing. Like the path that you're walking is very much like unorthodox is what I'm hearing. And so a lot of people are curious. You have this ability to make people curious about the things that you're interested in. It could be like spiritually as well. Like maybe you're a reader yourself or something like that. But it's like you got a lot of people curious. Like you came here to like disrupt this matrix and to make people like peek into the doorway and see like what else is there, right? So yeah, it just definitely feels like alluring energy that you're tapping into. It's definitely giving like dark feminine energy or dark masculine. Okay, take it as it resonates. But this energy coming through as well, we do have the fire card showing as well. And so with the fire card, it says, a fire burned within her bones, a passion yearning to accomplish her goals. And so with this fire energy, like you're tapping back into the sacred fire within you, like I said, touching the hot stove. Okay, and so with this integration of this version of yourself, you're reintegrating the parts of yourself that you you left a long time ago. Like you just put it on the back burner. Maybe it's like it was being coped with in a very self-destructive way in the past, and now you're learning how to reintegrate it in your present reality. And it's almost like keeping the beast on a chain instead of just hiding it away, right? Like having more control of this animalistic energy that you do exude, because you do have this like animalistic part of yourself is what I'm hearing. And like for a while you kept it under wraps. You kept it like you didn't want to show people that side of yourself due to like maybe self-destruction in the past. And so we do have Taurus and Scorpio energy coming through, and we also have Trine. So like I said, there's this energy of you bringing these opposite aspects of yourself together where looks are not as they appear with you is what I'm hearing. Like although you might come off as sweet, like there's so much more depth to you. And it's like you're peeling back the layers of who you are. And it's like I'm seeing like somebody who's finally like bare naked kind of thing, like where you're finally bare and true. You're honest, right, about who you are, what you represent. You represent something very sacred and ancient is what I'm hearing. And that's the reason why you have this like old soul. You're carrying like this ancient wisdom is what I'm hearing. And like it has a lot of people super curious about you right now, okay? And so with the Taurus and Scorpio energy, it's definitely feeling like, you know, Taurus represents like being in the physical five senses, right? And so there's that animalistic part of yourself, but it's also very primal with the Scorpio energy, okay? So this is a time period of tapping into your primal energy, and this is how you're going to be attracting either people, situations, circumstances, opportunities by tapping into this primal energy, okay? I just heard SEX magic. Okay, so if you want to research all about that, I'm not going to get too deep on here because this is YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely feeling like you're just owning the fact that you are who you are, right? And so as you're doing this, it has a lot of people just like really curious about what you got going on. And like also you're opening the doorways for other people to self-explore. It definitely feels like self-exploration, okay? And it's going to have this ripple effect for other people is what I'm hearing as you unearth this part of yourself, okay? And so with the tarot cards, we have the Five of Wands. This is definitely literally like before I even pulled this card, I literally heard like touch the fire, and you see he's touching the fire. He's going to where it's forbidden while everyone else is scrounging around down here. You'll say like you're going to another dimension, you're going to another layer of reality right now within yourself. Okay, we also have the Queen of Swords coming through, and we also have the King of Cups. And the thing that's interesting about these two cards is right here on this image, she has a little cup of water, and like I said, this kind of represents like that more emotional or animalistic part of yourself that you've kept in control, right? You've been the Queen of Swords, very much analytical, you know, you've been like in the process of just like becoming more mature and growing and grounding yourself. But there's this part of yourself, you see he's going to touch the cup. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, going to touch the cup, going to go there. Okay, so you're kind of, it's like you're unearthing yourself, you're unleashing this new part of yourself. It's not really a new part of yourself, it's more like a forgotten part of yourself that you're tapping into. Okay, and it's like living with no shame of who you are and where you came from. I do say that because we have Fancy by Reba McEntire coming through. So that's literally like looking back where you come from and realizing like it just feels like no more shame of your past. You have no more shame of who you were, what you did, where you came from. Okay, also hear your reputation, like let people think what they want to think, because of course when you're tapping into this part of yourself, a lot of people will see it as like taboo, right? And so like you're owning the fact that you're meant to live a very taboo lifestyle. Okay, we also have the World card, and we have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And we also have the Seven of Pentacles as well. So this is definitely showing me like you're kind of like in the groundwork. It's definitely feeling like shadow work energy that you've been doing. And like I'm hearing Spirit say, keep going deeper. Keep going deeper within yourself, okay? With this new transformation with the World card, okay? So let's get it popping and see some more about this energy. Union, exactly what I was just saying. You're becoming more in union with these two aspects of yourself, the forbidden fruit. You represent the forbidden fruit, okay? And so it's definitely feeling like you're letting go of shame. You're letting go of guilt for being who you are. It just feels like you had people who, yeah, curse, exactly, confirmation. So we have the curse energy. At one point, that part of yourself, it's like it felt like a curse. It felt like, you know, you felt like you were some sort of burden just because people didn't understand you. And now that you're starting to like understand that it's a blessing as well as a curse, right? It's like the two sides of the coin is what I'm hearing here, okay? So you're coming into balance and union within yourself, okay? No longer hiding, no longer being afraid or asking for more than what you want or desire. Also just definitely tapping into this wild nature, right? Definitely appearing adventure, traveling and things like that, okay? Your soul has been craving this adventure, escape, confirmation, okay? So we have the escape card. So definitely I'm hearing escapism. There's a healthy way to escape is what what I'm hearing here, okay? As you tap into this dark element of yourself. I'm also seeing like somebody in their bedroom like dancing to like music that has them in rhythm. It definitely feels like you getting back into the tapping into like the rhythm of nature, the rhythm of your nature, okay? So definitely somatic dancing would be very much beneficial for you through this process. And we do have the gospel coming through. Let me get one more. This is gospel energy, spirit. Gospel and peacemaking. Okay, so definitely this is talking about like people who have their own beliefs, okay? So people have their own beliefs about what's right and wrong, but I'm hearing this is coming back to that religion wound, okay? So definitely I'm hearing you're making peace with your past. You're making peace with, I'm also hearing people who misunderstood you, okay? So you are definitely the underdog who's become the overcomer is what I'm hearing here, okay? And so this energy, yeah, synergy, exactly. Yeah, we have synergy coming through. You're planting the seed now. You're opening up. That's what it is. You're breaking into bloom is what I'm hearing here, okay? So you're breaking into bloom as this beautiful, dark, feminine energy, this essence, right? Oh, this is so beautiful and powerful, boo. I love this. Oh my God, werewolf, exploring wildness. What was I just saying like through this whole freaking reading? You are exploring this wild nature of yourself and realizing that it's not a curse, okay? It just definitely feels like whenever you finally tap into this, you realize that you are so much more than, it just feels like basic Bettys is what I'm hearing, like basic people who want you to like dim your light, dim this wild nature that you exude, okay? So you're embracing it. You're transforming into this werewolf, right? It's like man by day, werewolf by night, right? And you're integrating the werewolf into the daytime is what I'm hearing here, okay? So definitely I'm hearing like wearing like maybe darker clothes or something like that, okay? Embracing your shadow self, okay? But the thing is that like just because it's almost like people have prejudged you just because maybe the way that you dress or like the way that you, the things that you believe in is what I'm hearing as well. Look, we have the jack-o'-lantern protection. I just heard if you've been feeling called to wear black, black is a color of protection, okay? And so this energy spirit is saying that you are safe to tap into this more wild nature, okay? And as you do this, like I said, like you're going to be attracting things. Like right now, it feels like it's like an energy vortex. I just keep seeing like the color black. Like your soul is like the sultry soil is what I'm hearing, like very dark, you know, the darkest, richest soil is what I'm hearing. And so it's almost like a black hole, like it's a vortex, right? You're becoming the vortex and you're attracting beautiful experiences into your life. Okay, I'm hearing serendipitous moments is what I'm hearing here. But you're safe to explore. You are safe to explore yourself is what I'm hearing. And the lamp, remember, it's exactly, you're remembering who you are. You're waking up to this true power that you carry, okay? You are a force to be reckoned with, okay? This powerful, like, freak force of nature is what I'm hearing, okay? And so it's the return of the goddess. It's the return of the divine is what I'm hearing here, okay? As you embrace this, boo. Bottom of the deck, we have the night song, Hidden Talent. So this is like a hidden talent is what I'm hearing, okay? Definitely, it's giving Pluto energy. You might have strong Pluto placements in your chart is what I'm hearing here. Okay, so you're remembering this gift within you. It's like this ancient power that's waking up inside of you, okay? So wow, that's so beautiful. Chaos and conflict. Okay, this is how you're transmuting the chaos and conflict around you. Okay, you might be having a lot of things going on, especially back to that protection. Spirit wants, it just feels like safe. You are safe and you are held. It feels like you're exploring a new side of yourself where like you finally tap into the richness of who you truly are is what I'm hearing, okay? And so through this chaos and conflict, yeah, you're coming back home to yourself. It's almost like you're like pushed into a corner, right? It's kind of like the werewolf is what I'm hearing. It's like there were certain circumstances, things that line up, the moon. I'm seeing the moon. You see there's a moon in this card as well. There's a full moon here. So this lunar eclipse that's about to happen in the sign of Virgo is definitely feeling like howling at the moon, right? It's like the stars are aligning is what I'm hearing for this synergy, this breakthrough, right? To break out is what I'm hearing here, okay? So you're about to like break out, okay? And so with this energy coming through, you're coming back home to yourself, the truth of who you are, okay? You are the order and you are the chaos is what you are. And, you know, it just feels like, you know, I'm hearing that people have like tried to like judge you for your chaos is what I'm hearing. Like they've tried to judge you for your chaos. And we have mending. Yes, you're mending this rift. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're mending this rift between you and your true self is what I'm hearing. And because you're doing this, now you're about to manifest a lot of magical, synchronistic events is what I'm hearing. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have milk and honey. Look at this. Like, this is showing that, like, whatever you've been doing, keep going because you're about to land and, look, come to the edge. It definitely feels like stretching yourself. And as you embody this shadow part of yourself, you're going to be attracting beautiful opportunities and the right people are going to be be seeing you. You're making peace with this part of yourself is what I'm hearing with Treasure Island. Look, it just feels like you were the answer this whole time. You're tapping into this key part of yourself. Okay, you were the key is what I'm hearing. You were the antidote. And like with this energy of entering your like dark feminine era is what I'm hearing. Like, people better step up out the way. Like, that's the vibe it's giving. Like, people gonna be stepping up out the way because, like, you ain't holding back no more. You're no longer dimming your light. You're no longer holding back this part of yourself that was shamed into submission and being quiet, okay? You gonna get what you deserve, okay? That's what I'm hearing. You're gonna be getting what you deserve. The sorcerer, ambition, willpower, and creation. Yeah, exactly. You're becoming this divine sorcerer or sorceress is what I'm hearing here, okay? As you come into union with this part of yourself that was neglected and told to be quiet, like you're not being quiet anymore for what you desire, okay? Ascension, transformation, end of a cycle and beginnings. Yeah, you're ascending to a new level, okay? You're transforming the situation that you've been in into something powerful. Like you're finding your voice is what I'm hearing as well. Prudence coming through, self-assurance, integrity, and clear-mindedness. Yeah, so you see there's this like energy of like the balancing of the scales, right? And so things are coming back into balance with you is what Spirit's showing me, okay? And so there's this self-assurance, right? Where you're finally having clear thinking and like have a perspective of your truth and your power and your voice. And so now because you have this understanding where you know that like it doesn't matter what, if all the odds are up against you is what I'm hearing, like you know yourself, you know that you're connected to something greater than you is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing your spirituality, like you were tested and you've passed this karmic test and now you're about to ascend. What did I say? You are the key. We literally have the key. And look, the shadow, exactly. You're stepping into your shadow as this boss babe, as this person who can't be tamed, who can't back down. It's like you're not backing down from what you desire is what I'm hearing. And because it's like you're staying strong amidst the chaos, it's like there's gonna be a breakthrough. I'm seeing like rain happening in the desert where you wouldn't expect it to happen is what I'm hearing, but the fact that you kept the faith, it's about to rain is what I'm hearing, okay? So there's rain coming back, the oasis is returning is what I'm hearing here, okay? And you were the key this whole time, exactly like I was just saying, period. So let's go ahead and get it popping with some final advice. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, boo. I'm so proud of you. Like, it takes a strong person to face their shadow and to not judge yourself by your past mistakes and realizing like there's certain parts of your shadow that we need. Like we need that part of your shadow for this next level, right? It just feels like the return of the wild, like the divine wildness of the feminine, okay? We have harmony. It says ease, inner child, softness. May sweet and soft things find you, okay? So things are coming back into balance and harmony, okay? So the universe wants you to stay open to the sweetness of this life. Okay, look, magic. It says, I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. Power, beginnings, and transformation. You're done underestimating yourself. And because you're doing this, like, you're literally breaking through the brick wall is what I'm hearing, okay? And you've been working at it for a while, and, like, it's happening, boo, because you didn't give up on yourself, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the awakened dead. The things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. Resilience, nirvana, and self-appreciation. Yeah, it's definitely, like, feeling like you're becoming your own lover. You're becoming your own friend. You're becoming your own ally. You'll say it instead of, like, viewing that part of yourself as an enemy, right? You're coming back into balance and union within yourself and like you're busting out, okay? That's literally the message I'm hearing here, okay? So keep on rising, keep on slaying, boo, and never give up on yourself, definitely, because like you made so much progress in this, and like I'm hearing you are a voice for the voiceless. You're doing the impossible right now, so keep going, keep your head up, boo, and keep slaying, period. I love you so much, and I send you so much love. Until next time, you have a blessed, wonderful day. Ta-ta.